7 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The Bengals at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
Back deep, Jarvis Landry. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Jones on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We're scoreless after one. From the 10, first and goal. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
Donald just continues to astound with plays like that. Last year, his 9th season in the NFL, and the first time since his rookie year, he wasn't voted an All-Pro. Yet even in just 11 games, had 5 sacks and made the Pro Bowl. Simply incredible.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
I'm one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. And a catch right side by Evans. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0.
These two teams making their final adjustments
we'll
for the second half.
And
to bring it your way, we go back up to
Jonathan
Cincinnati
Coachman at
and
our
Brandon
EA
Gott.
Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Nice little juke.
And that's going to be another first down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Here we go. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Mixon, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
This one from 35 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the 1st half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. He got 29 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's got it to the 43 here.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offense.
Oh, my goodness. Here's a 5th interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A nice carry by Akers, and what a journey it was for him last season. Coming off of injury, away from the team for a while, he did come back later in the season and led them with almost 800 yards. Still scratching the surface of what he can do. He can be a dynamic presence on the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now a toss play for Akers.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their third.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Rams 27, Bengals 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
12.
Burrow on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. He's got room at the 30.
And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. It's complete to Hopkins. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Logan Wilson
drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Mixon will try the right side.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now down to 20.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Evans gets it again on second down.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating.